In this episode, we are going to celebrate the sun. Look at this light! It's the sun! It's back! This is the first time for months that I've seen the sun. It's so wonderful. It's been gone for months and months, and this is the day it's back. Can you believe it? It's the sun! It's the actual sun. I know it might not be anything for you. You probably see the sun all the time. But up here, it has been gone for months. And this is the first time it's here on the property. The sun! The sun is back! In Western astrology, the sun and the sun sign is very important. Even if you don't know anything else about astrology, I bet you know what sun sign you have. You only need to know the day of your birth and you know your sun sign. Aries, Leo and Sagittarius are the fire signs. Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn are the earth signs. And Gemini, Libra and Aquarius are the air signs. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. The sun doesn't really say too much about who you are as a person, but it says a lot about your invitation to life and your journey through it. The sun is always in one of the 12 signs, and so are all the other planets. Planets making aspects to the sun will show up in your life journey as personal strengths, challenges, friends, family, or rivals. The path of the sun is the heroic journey where we are all invited to be the superhero. It might not be easy. Sometimes we encounter obstacles that seems almost impossible to tackle. We are asked to be brave, to make choices, to gain wisdom, but above all that, it is pointing us to a meaningful, joyful, and rich life. Sometimes we fall and get lost. Life turns into a dark place, and we can't see the light or find our way. This is when it helps to reconnect to the sun, where it can give you strength and shine a light on things so you can find your way again. Perhaps it's there, just as you thought, but the darkness was hiding it. Or perhaps it shows you another way. Let's take a look at the sun paths for the different signs. Aries is the first spark of life. I'm here, it's me, let's go! Leo is the steady flame of the home, appealing to honor, loyalty, creation and noble spirits. Sagittarius is the traveling torch. Let's go on a quest, have an adventure, it will be great! The fire signs are categorized by heat, light, enthusiasm, optimism and joy. They have visions and wants to inspire people. They are positive and stimulating. If your sun is in Aries, your journey is about self-determination, individuality, being brave and breaking new ground, fighting for a cause and making an impact to become the best. You might not feel brave, you might be afraid of conflict. Perhaps you have seen too much of it and what it can lead to. You need to learn how to stand up for yourself. This is your path to a fulfilling life, and to become an asset for and help other underdogs. You can turn limitations into strength, creating a blueprint for success that you can share with those who are overlooked and underestimated. Refusing to do so might lead you on a path of immature laziness, depending on and expecting others to provide for you, to show you how to live your life. You need to figure that out. If your sun is in Leo, your journey is about self-expression, to follow your heart, to engage with your creative visions, to be warm and caring and inspire others to reach their own greatness. Your path to realizing your own true identity might have been a challenging one, with bullies to stand up to, and perhaps too big shoes to fill. Refusing or failing to follow your own path can lead to desperate attempts to get approval and admiration, becoming snobbish, focusing on fixed truths, being unbendable, entitled, better than all the rest. Remember, Leo has the biggest heart of all the signs. Come back to your heart. Bring forward your artistic expressions. If your sun is in Sagittarius, your journey is about exploration, going beyond the known facts, searching for meaning and hidden truths, highlighting hypocrisy and blowing apart corruption, staying faithful and positive and inspire others with optimistic visions. Your path is a high and windy one. First, you need to get up there, balancing those high standards, just to learn that the wind shifts and blows you crashing down again and again, crash landings included. Should you refuse to climb back up, to follow the path, if you indulge in gossip and superficiality, hypocrisy, name-dropping, if you become arrogant, you lose all integrity. Stay true to your faith. There is always luck to find in the most unlikely places. Let's take a look at this candle. I'm excited to see how it turned out. So let's find out. Ta-da! Okay. I'm happy. This will be nice. Let's take a look at the earth signs. Taurus is the steady rock. A slow and pragmatic pace yields more productivity. Virgo is the eternal apprentice, born to perfect a skill and keep the machinery running. Capricorn is about delivering a lasting legacy. If your sun is in Taurus, your journey is about building and preserving, being reliable and steady. Enjoy the sensual aspects of life, like collections of trinkets. Invest in and maintain friendships and property. Your path is one to be tested. You will meet people that pushes you, imposes their will onto you and bribes you. You need to stand strong for yourself and the people around you. If you lose your ground or stray from the path, becoming obsessed with other people's emotions, trying to control them, or perhaps a slave to your own senses, you need to say no. You are the one who can stand strong and grounded when the storms hit. If your sun is in Virgo, your journey is about being useful. To be busy and crafty and specializing, paying attention to details, separating the wheat from the chaff, being of service for the greater good. Your path might have been a rocky one, where other people took advantage of your work, loading you with chaos and clutter and mess. The challenge of the path is not to get lost, to become unproductive and wasteful or running from your duties, adopting fatalistic worldviews and blaming others for victimizing you. Remember, you are the specialist. You are the critical cog in the machinery. If your sun is in Capricorn, your journey is about arriving and delivery, achieving tangible results, creating a worthwhile legacy, being a monument of self-discipline and worldly wisdom. The first part of this winding and narrow path is often the hardest. Barriers, obstacles, and closed doors. Countless delays, and seeing opportunities offered to anybody else but you. If you fail to endure, to continue working with the system to carry your responsibility, you will lose your grip. Fall to wallow in self-pity, or you could justify all your actions to reach the top. You are the caretaker. The legacy is in your hands. You are wise and strong enough. I have a surprise. It's a package I ordered a couple of days ago, and I thought we could open it together. The air signs start with Gemini, always asking questions. But why? Why is the sky green? Why is it blue? Why does it move? Then comes Libra with a civilized approach. Let's find the balance. Aquarius comes with radical new ideas, armed with knowledge of being different, knowing the importance of groups and communities. If your sun is in Gemini, your journey is out there, spotting patterns, connecting people, information, ideas, to communicate, to ask questions. You will meet people you can't communicate with, who won't listen to you, and will not connect, people who silence you. If you stop asking questions, if you stop being objective and curious, if you stop listening, you might end up as an arrogant know-it-all, proclaiming to know the one righteous truth, hurting people with your words and adding insult to injury. If your sun is in Libra, your journey is about being charming, to negotiate, and relationships. To bring balance and to act as a peacemaker and bridge builder. Your journey might be filled with conflict. People that just will not get along. Misuse of power, uncivilized and ugly behavior, making it impossible for you to make any sound decision. If you refuse to follow your path, if you start fueling conflict instead of resolving them, if you divide people, you could end up a disruptive troublemaker, lazy and vain. Remember, you are the one to bring balanced objectivity. You can bring people together. You can create harmony. If your sun is in Aquarius, your journey is about providing a clear and original perspective on social issues. To tear up old rulebooks that suppresses the weak and favors the strong. To be a catalyst for change. In the beginning, there could be a feeling of not fitting in with the family, the culture, the system, a feeling of being different. Your path is the one less traveled. If you fail to take the path laid out for you, if you adopt viewpoints of, well, I guess some are just more equal than others. And if you raises yourself above the group, if you become superior, smarter than all the rest, you will end up just as the thing you were rallying against in the first place. now, finally, let's have a look at the water signs. The first is Cancer, at the haven on the shore between the endless ocean and the land. The second is Scorpio, the alchemist, the glacier, the deep transformer. The third is Pisces, in the ocean, in the mist, the otherworldly artist. If your sun is in Cancer, your journey is about belonging and connecting, to be romantic and to share bonds, to create a family, to treasure the past and acknowledge the way history shapes our emotional nature. Your starting point could have been anything but charitable, leaving you to feel isolated and lonely, left in the cold to make it on your own. Your invitation is to acknowledge the past as it is. You might even have to cut some ties. If you make a bypass, rewrite it. If you fail to follow your path, you might become hard, ruthless, overly ambitious, focused on rank and prestige, becoming toxic and resenting other people's achievements. Go back to your roots, keep your heart open, create a safe haven for yourself and your family. If your sun is in Scorpio, your journey is about becoming the alchemist, the healer, and the unflinching investigator. Your path is the deepest and darkest of all the signs, hidden among moral taboos and mysteries. You will meet people with extreme reactions and emotions, having your innocence taken away very early, being exposed to the power games people play. If you refuse your path, if you avoid self-analysis, if you refuse to question your own motives, you might become obsessed with accumulating wealth, with pleasures, with controlling other people. You need intimacy, and you need to trust. Most of all, you need to trust in your own power. You can transmute. You can shed skin, and you can ascend to a higher level of consciousness. You are the alchemist, the healer for humanity. If your sun is in Pisces, your journey is about love, unity and wholeness, to show compassion, to be the artist, the composer, the prophet. You are sensitive, capable of embracing, accepting, understanding everything. This can be overwhelming. You might be taken advantage of and led astray, trying to escape all unpleasantness, escaping into drug addictions. If you fail to follow a spiritual path, to dance, to express and mirror artistically, you might become critical and destructive, self-sabotage and sink everyone around you. Reconnect to your soul. Remember joy, bliss, and love. Nature is truly magnificent. Every time I come down here to get fresh water, the ice has changed into new beautiful shapes. Just look at this. I better get a move on before the high tide comes up. I'm almost too late to get this water today. I made it just in time before the high tides, so now I will have my fresh morning shower. So, what do you think about the sun paths? Did you recognize anything from your own life? Of course, there are many aspects of a sign, and this was just trying to get the essence in as shortest time as possible. But I have to say, I am Sagittarian myself, and I have been in my own pitfall a couple of times actually, and I might also have taken a tumble down the pitfalls of all the other signs. That's nothing to be proud of, really. I'm quite embarrassed of a few things. But I also know that I can do better. I can improve myself, and I can come up and do things differently and better the second time around. And you know what? So can you. My main source for research to this episode has been Frankie Clifford's book, Getting to the Heart of Your Chart.